in right here. Mine Driver, Texas. Weather rolling in, game time near. Mine Driver, Texas. Watch the sky, watch the score. Break it down, then give me more. Mine Driver, Texas. Mine Driver, Texas. Mine Driver, Texas. Come on in, watch the weather, watch the game again. Mine Driver, Texas, loud and true. Every update coming straight to you. Mine Driver, Texas. Mine Driver, Texas. Howdy, y'all, tune in right here. Mine Driver, Texas. Weather rolling in, game time near. Mine Driver, Texas. Watch the sky, watch the score. Break it down, then give me more. Mine Driver, Texas. Mine Driver, Texas. Mine Driver, Texas. Come on in, watch the weather, watch the game again. Mine Driver, Texas, loud and true. Every update coming straight to you. Mine Driver, Texas. Mine Driver, Texas. Howdy, y'all, tune in right here. Mine Driver, Texas. Weather rolling in, game time near. Mine Driver, Texas. Watch the sky, watch the score. Break it down, then give me more. Mine Driver, Texas. Mine Driver, Texas. Mine Driver, Texas. Come on in, watch the weather, watch the game again. Mine Driver, Texas, loud and true. Every update coming straight to you. Mine Driver, Texas. Mine Driver, Texas. Howdy, y'all, tune in right here. Mine Driver, Texas. Weather rolling in, game time near. Mine Driver, Texas. Watch the sky, watch the score. Break it down, then give me more. Mine Driver, Texas. Mine Driver, Texas. Mine Driver, Texas. Come on in, watch the weather, watch the game again. Mine Driver, Texas, loud and true. Every update coming straight to you. Mine Driver, tune in right here. Mine Driver, Texas, weather rolling in, game time near. Mine Driver, Texas. Watch the sky, watch the score, break it down, then give me more. Mine Driver, Texas. Mine Driver, Texas. Mine Driver, Texas. Come on in, watch the weather, watch the game again. Mine Driver, Texas, loud and true. Every update coming straight to you. Mine Driver, Texas. Mine Driver, Texas.
What's going on, guys? Minedriver here. Tonight we are playing Farming Sim 25, and yes, we are going to be having root beer, and we're gonna be having face cam. So, let's get right to it. I might turn it off later though, so who knows. I gotta fix some audio issues now. There we go. Obviously, you guys can see it is May. I did make some improvements to the farm. Didn't go all the way to July where I could sell my stuff. As I said, we have root beer on stream. Obviously, you guys can see we own multiple fields. This field I am actually not gonna do much with. I am planning on turning it into another spot for equipment. But other than that, that's what it's gonna be. Which is gonna be another field that I don't have that I can play on. We can harvest wheat starting in July, which we have a wheat field. Oh my! Wow. Well. Since we really don't have much to do, probably should spray the field, so that's one thing I will do actually. Fertilize the field, didn't know that. And yes, I have a second can that's unopened. Well, yeah, that's because it's hot in my room. For those who are wondering, it is super hot. Our AC's been on a hiatus. A bad one, too, so I'm like... In Texas, in middle of summer. Yeah, I think you know how that's going. It's hot. And yes, we're gonna actually spray the fields. I ain't gonna throw it on the bed. I'm not gonna shake up root beer. Okay. Let's go. Spray. This was just a very quick throw to get herbicide and fertilizer on. Don't worry, I have one more root beer that I don't have in here. And I'm saving up for after the stream. Unfortunately, you have to go through an application process if you want to be a stream moderator. In fact, we also have a head moderator too now, so there is that you'll have to go through. In other words, it's a lot more difficult to get moderator. True, you already help with brick rigs, which you have a head admin for that, but that is unfortunately not enough to get you into a moderator position. You literally still have to fill out the application to get that. Unfortunately, let me double check. I'm going to have to double check that real quick. Unfortunately, you are not head admin. That would be someone else, unfortunately. Since they have nothing they can do in server. Right now. I don't have that application ready yet, so there is really no way to apply as of right now. I also gotta make sure that whoever I pick for a moderator will actually do good on the challenge instead of evil. Because, you know. So, having an application is important to me to do that. I'd much rather make one myself. That way I know what to format the interview questions. Because I would much rather also interview them too. So I'd much rather format it myself than not, if that makes sense. Alright, good night, man. Get the expected response I was kind of expecting and also not. You can? Oh, in that case, hold on. Let me turn off the face cam. No, for a fact you didn't expect that kind of response from that. Unfortunately, I don't expect another response, so I'm not turning it back on until tomorrow. We're gonna run our spray on this pass here, though. And I can go refill as soon as I finish this pass. Well, yep, we're gonna run out of spray this pass. Here's will just go. I kind of expected that, actually. It's a fun kind of thank you, but still, I appreciate it. And of course, y'all can't see it. Everyone who are not on Discord. It's a friendly kind. Okay, so for those who don't know what sarcasm is, this is gonna make no sense at all, but it's a sarcastic F you. Alright. But yeah, refilled up, and now we're spraying yet again. For those who are wondering, no, I'm not trying to call anyone dumb. I'm just saying, for those who don't know what sarcasm is, emphasis on those who don't know what it is. So you're gonna back up to all the sprayers on. Next up, I'm going to be fertilizing this field. I'm going to be fertilizing all of them, but still. Bro, this line literally overlaps a lot of the first two passes, which the second pass I had to actually technically go refill the thing on. So this one overlaps so heavily on it. So I'm like, I can literally double spray the other side right there. All good, man. Ooh. Now we just need to what up? Unload it. Since I know these two over here are fertilizer. I want to see 5,000. In fact, I actually want to spray this field first because it's right here and it needs it. So I think I'll spray this one first. Okay, I'm gonna have to get that with the next pass. So shockingly right here. Well, for those who are going to bed, good night. Might honestly hire someone to do the two big fields. So I don't even think I need that middle line. Once I'm done with this pass, I think I'm done. I am gonna stop everything though. Right there. have confirmed I'm done with that field within 2 passes. 2 passes and I'm done. Technically 3, but still. I think what I'm going to do is hire someone. I would be mad if I didn't know what sarcasm was, but I do know what sarcasm is, so I am not mad if anyone does want to use sarcasm. Sarcasm is a thing that I know all too well. Maybe because I use it a lot. And obviously sarcasm is so good at making people mad. And yes, that was sarcasm, by the way. Yes. If I get too hot, I'm gonna take off my shirt, which obviously I'm already feeling some heat. So I'm like, I figured I'd turn off the webcam because I don't have my shirt off yet, but it's getting to that point where I might take it off, which I don't want to show that on camera. So with the AC kind of busted right now, and it's not on, I'm not taking that risk of not doing that. There's one thing I will have the AI's worker spy, since I know it goes through quite fast, and that's fertilizer. So now it's frozen there. Although it does go through money faster. So maybe I should just turn that back off, honestly. Because it'll go through way too fast and then I won't have money to pay him. I don't want that. I'm just gonna do this. In fact, I'm gonna go grab me something to munch on real quick to eat. So I will be right back. Alright, got my food that I'm gonna go ahead and eat, like right now, so intermission is gonna go longer. Ladies and gentlemen, I have just gotten back from eating my food. So there is that. We're gonna hop right back to it, obviously. Actually gonna fill this up because I already know it's gonna need it, so. Throws in the towel for the day. That's what I'm doing. In fact, I'm just doing some storm chasing right now. I'm actually gonna qualify in the game real quick. Honestly, I'm gonna save the game and quit and install a mod real quick. A couple of them. Not just one, a couple. Ugh. Yo! Warrior of Christ, welcome in. Well, right now the farm does need some prayers, because you'll see why. Not only is it raining, but we got a chance for a tornado in game, so... In fact, I did get some additional mods on this now. I did not just start stream. I've been live for about an hour and a half. Tools. That's what I'm gonna use. But first I need to get a subsidy put on the property. And the government just approved it, so... Is it just me, or did it just get lots darker? Okay, it did just get lots darker. Great. I think I'm gonna actually get him before this tornado hits. I think we've already passed that thread. Ooh, my favorite John Deere. In game or just in general? Because if you mean just in general, I got just the thing. I mean, it's actually a harvester because that's what brings the big bucks, you know. If I had to pick one, okay, in general and in game. Okay, so it's in game and it's in general. And there it is, the X9 1100 or 1100 for short. US edition with the second choice of pipe. Now if you're talking just tractors, then my favorite John Deere tractor is actually a large one. And it's this one right here. I don't always get this one though. I always get what I can use, which I normally get this one. This one I get a lot more often with the max engine, twin wheels, and 3-point. It's going to be, of course, US design, because, come on now. Ooh, that's not even in game, so I take it that's older game. Oh yeah, it's not bad. Obviously, it's now July, so that means we got crops that will probably be ready to harvest here shortly, so I need to get my harvester ready. Which, all I have to do to get that whole setup ready is... Oh, nice. It's a tractor, not a harvester, alright. Wheat field looking good. Ooh, oat field looking good too. Holy. Nice. And we have stuff we can go sell, so I think that's what we're gonna do. Then I need to contact the government. No, I don't need the money anymore. Because I'm about to save this town a lot. A little bit of trouble. Not too much, just enough to where it's useful. And we need to fill up our tank here. Probably does, if it's a tractor and not a harvester. What size tractor though? I'm actually wondering. Is it a large tractor? Because if it is, then it's probably in here. Found it. I take it this is what you mean by that. Because if so, that is definitely... nice second. Not bad. But I am actually gonna buy a tractor here shortly. The one I own right here is actually a John Deere 3650. So there is that. Obviously, I don't have much brand loyalty right now, but that's to be given because since I literally don't have the money to buy some more equipment. Oh, we got so much in here. We're gonna make some big buck before we go anywhere. Let's find out what the most expensive place is. Oh, okay, second most, Farmer's Market. I don't think this tractor's gonna be able to handle all that much. Yeah, I figured it was the mobile version because, it's at least something. The government just called me up, said they wanted to give me another subsidy. I said, alright. They just did, so yeah, I figured. Woo, buddy, I almost just saw a wreck right there. Oh, man. Well, that's just not a nice phone then if it says it's unavailable. And I just missed my turn. Don't worry, no shortcut through here. I wonder how much money we're gonna have by the end of this. So I have some guesses already from myself. Ooh, I'm gonna guess right around there. I'll show you the prices before we're done. We're at this location. We're at the farmer's market, which is buying it for $3,393. So my estimations are about 80, 90K upwards. The most I'm looking at, and I still have 8,000 left to get. So I'm looking at like around 100,000 in the 80 to 100,000. Well, we're 80. We're not done yet, so there's 90. Well, never mind. It's around 120. Never mind about that. because we just surpassed it. We're at 124,000. I'm gonna guess with the 8,000 we have left that we're gonna get about another 10,000, 10 to 20,000. Which is 8,000 liters. Pretty close to 9,000. If you were to round up to 1,000, it'd be 9,000. But we're not rounded. Let's just do the nearest 10, which is 6D. Well, I think I know what I could do. I could easily buy a new harvester if I sold the one I have. I definitely want to get a better grain trailer. One for the summer, of course. So that way I have 2 tractors set aside for, well, everything else other than hauling grain. I'm just gonna see what the weather looks like it's gonna do. Looks like at 4 it's gonna start coming down. But yeah, first thing I do want to get is actually a new grain trailer, because I don't want to use tractors every time I harvest something. So I'm actually just gonna go ahead and pass up the farm. Actually, no, I want to sell the rest of it before we get a new grain trailer. Oh my! Never mind. I think we definitely don't need... The government just gave us a lot of money. I think what I'm gonna do is call them and say we don't need it now. I'm gonna let them keep one here. Well, in that case, I don't think I want to keep this trailer anymore. Definitely have money to buy this and then some. I'm also gonna go ahead and sell the harvester and all of that. I think, should I sell everything on the farm? So everything's in like 100% condition. See how much we can get from selling everything on the farm that isn't required. So I don't need, well, I don't need you, I don't need you. I kind of want to keep you, but I'm not going to. Need you. I do need you to hold this now. I guess I have a shot mode so that I can. It's a two-way return there, but still. I think I'd keep the stone picker, even though I could. Safe to say we might get a big old check from the government soon. Like real soon. I think I need to start planning on building a separate location to put things. And here comes the oh my good lord. We definitely got money. I like how I'm like, oh my, we got lots of money. Enough money where I'm definitely gonna splurge a little bit. We're selling everything else now. It's official. We're about to see how much money we're gonna have. After this, of course. How much do you guys think this 8,000's gonna sell for right now? I'm gonna save you maybe $1,000. Let's see. $198,925. Mind you, we were at 170,000. Before that, so we definitely made 28,000 at least. The best part, I've done this whole farm from start to where we are now, which is buying new equipment. Pretty much all by the books. How they would actually do it. So I've run low to like 1,000 once. Because I need fuel for equipment. So I paid the price for that. But now I think I could tear everything down there and just sell this. Actually, that's what we're gonna do. Honestly, I think we should build a place real quick. And this does not include softening the ground, like making it look nice and whatnot. It does not include that. Well, it does now, obviously, but still. Now I just need a pickup truck to finish this whole thing off. Well, let's go for a Hilux, because why not? I just made the whole header go flying. It's like, whee! But yeah. Anyway, we're back at our soon-to-be new base of operations over here. Yeah, it's so smooth that it ain't even funny how smooth that was. Holy. I think what we're gonna do is start with something easy. Gravel! We're just gonna start with gravel. Here. Okay. There we go. Obviously, this has room for expansion. Obviously. Clearly, it has room for expansion. Like, I could buy this. I already own this field, so I could just make this field be part of this. I think I'll do that field, actually. I think I'll use this one, because A, that's something I can do. And B, I just gotta check so I can buy this too. Well, I could buy that as well, and I think I will. Meaning our home base is already coming together so fast. Meaning I'll be done with this probably before at the end of the stream. Which right now it's 2 hours 2 minutes in. We're getting there. If I ever choose to do animals, I will, but right now it's a no. It's quite clear that this is not going to be something that I take lightly. I'm literally buying all new equipment. Since I see 46 as another field that I'm going to turn into more land for my home base. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and call up the crew, say, hey, this is what we're going to do. Not enough money, eh? Wouldn't be so sure about that game. Because it looks to me I have plenty amounts of money. Yes, I will soften all this once it's all level. Because, come on, who wants a rough entrance into a farm that they own? Definitely not me. I think we might have enough money for everything now. In fact, I don't really need this. Gravel, my favorite. In fact, I'm putting one of these around at least each shed. Maybe not this one. That's what that one right here is for. It's for anything that's coming in or going out. Obviously, you guys can see the space we have. I think I'm gonna go buy another semi sometime soon. With trailer, of course. Maybe tomorrow if I check my bank account in game, it'll have something great there. Hopefully. I'm not saying it will be. Something great that'll be there. Could be nothing after all. Holy macaroni. You definitely got money. You definitely got the money. Definitely got the money. And quite honestly, I think I might make a house in the middle of a field. And since I have money, I'm gonna buy some more fields too. Because why not? And to make a house in one of them. Ah, man. Of course it's raining, so I can't really harvest anything. Which does not work out. But you know what? I'm just excited to use my harvester, so we're just gonna do that. Because why not? Directly into the silo, I see. Yep, we just threw it right into the silo. Nice. I'm not gonna even worry about that field over there because that ain't mine anymore. I technically sold it. Even though it shows up as mine on the map, it ain't mine. Well, that it is right now is just land that I technically own, but I don't own. I'm gonna buy a few tractors. Now I'm gonna have some loyalty to brands, which it's gonna be John Deere because America. honestly gonna test it over here. Let's go all the way down. Oh my. Yeah, this is a bit too big. Maybe just a little bit too big. And no, I'm not gonna do anything with everything else until everything's harvested. Unless it's a field that is not listed like this. Okay, so that field 42 is not what I want to harvest. Grass looks good. Fine with grass, but still I can literally turn all this into land I can use. Every ounce of it is something I can use. And since I'm from Idaho, I'm going to include potato fields. this whole field here is gonna be turned into grass. Like, I will literally plant this to grass and just not harvest it, which is what I'm going to do. May look like I'm just wasting money, which, yes, I am. But I'm also leveling this ground, which is also important for any kind of farms that like this. Because A, you need level ground to build on. B, you need level ground to build on. And C, you need level ground to build on. Also, take a look at where my truck is. Yeah, I'm kind of parked in a bad spot right now. I can only think of one tool that I can use to help myself get out of this. Do you know what? Okay, right now. We're just gonna go full on and take everything out. I'll just redo all that next year. Because we gotta replant anyway. In fact, I do have other fields I'm looking at buying anyway, so this actually works out in all the right ways. Yes, I'm being as careful as I can to not go where I can't. This back here wouldn't be useful for much. Like, I could see it being used for maybe a few silos over here. That's pretty much all I would see it being used for. So there are a few places on this farm that I can see being very useful in the logistics sense, which in that case, that would be useful for silos. You gotta think about some things if you want it to be like a real farm, which I'm not, unfortunately, but I have considered that as a potential option. But the thing is, you gotta have money to buy land, and you're gonna have money to do everything a farmer does. In fact, I'm selling all my buildings just so that way I can flatten everything. I do want to have space for everything. Which, as you guys can tell, there's a lot of things getting flattened, even right now. I'm still flattening things. I think I want to buy 4 trucks, actually. The only issue I can see with this, though, is it's no longer a soft entrance as it just was. Now there's this, which is the soft entrance. But I want that soft entrance to be, well, everywhere. Kind of puts it at a little bit of a disadvantage. The only thing is, I know where I want to put my silos now. Which means I need to have a soft entrance somewhere over here as well. As of now. Now I need to figure out if I own the land that stretches all the way to that road. If it stretches all the way to the road, does in this case, I can now make an entrance to over there. Meaning, just gotta do that. Meaning I have a little more room than I thought. Now I also have to soften this down to where it's an easier entrance and the suspension. So I'm going to soften all the edges down. You can tell I'm making these edges disappear very, very quickly. Like, could I also make them reappear? Yes, I could, but am I going to? No. I don't like these sharp edges like that. I really don't like how that looks with those edges. That's why, if I have any vehicle that has a trailer already hooked up, that isn't a harvester, I literally am driving this over there so that I can test how smooth that is and if it needs work. Because I do like my stuff smooth. Right. Alright, I like that. Again now. That's not this one. That is so smooth. Like here, let me go. Ooh. That's probably trailer fault on that. And trailer's at fault for that one. I'm gonna literally make this go like 2 miles per hour. 3 actually. So I could look out the window. Show you how smooth this is. This actually works better because it shows you how smooth and also how steep it is. But you can see it's already leveling back out. Meaning that it's so smooth that it levels back out. It gently puts it back on the ground where it is. Which also lets me know it's ready to to be used for whatever I want to use it for. Which in this case, definitely not that silo. Actually, I could do this. And obviously you see that I now have a silo. 8 of them, for a matter of fact. So yeah, I kind of have a lot of things I need to do. And I also need to fill this up with sheds and whatnot and equipment. So that also tells me that I also have to paint the ground. And yes, I'm painting all around the house because there's going to be a certain amount of space that I'm going to have that go in. Like up to that point is going to be back to grass. So I'm really going to paint every ounce of this area. I'm actually going to trying to see if I can't find a white picket fence, make it even more American. Found it! fact that I just found a white picket fence to make this an official farm is hilarious. How I just found it. Yes, when I build something, I really go out and build something. Which in this case, it's a lot of building. I really think that would be, ooh, yes. This would be better. That looks so much better. This just screams big yard, lots of trees. You wouldn't even see this house unless you're the owner of it. Like, there's no way I would know about this house. we've been live for 3 hours as of right now. We've already been live for 3 hours. And we're still going. It's quite obvious as to what I'm doing now. I'm just painting the rest of the gravel in. And you know how much gravel trucks this would have taken. This would have taken a lot of gravel and a lot of making sure it was level gravel. Some of this gravel will be supporting some buildings. And when I say some of it, I mean, well, some of it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my Bluetooth headset died, so I'm gonna have to actually end stream due to that, because that's how I've been making sure audio sounds good. Next time you see this front, it should be a lot more built up. But unfortunately, I have to let y'all go. Have a good night, and I'll see you guys next time. Ryan Driver, out.
Mine Driver, Texas. I'm on the watch. Well, thanks for rolling down this road where the dust and dashboard stories show. Mine Driver, Texas on the screen.